What's going on, people? It's your boy, Stay Connected, people, man. We're about to react to this clip, people, featuring Nick Cannon, Candace Owens. This title's called Candace Owens gets real about the media backlash and public criticism. Let's get into this one right about now. Let's get into this one, people. Let's go, people, man.
Be broken.
Yeah, you make people feel bad.
So your feelings were hurt when I said that only women can give birth. That's hurt speech. Your feelings were hurt when I said the fat acceptance movement is unacceptable. That's hurt speech, right?
So you're not saying it's because you don't hate.
Actually, what you should hate is the lie that's making you think that there's glory in being clinically obese when in fact it's #1 killer in America. That's what you should hate. You should hate the lie. The truth might hurt. Truth does in fact hurt, but it's not hateful.
That's the truth. The truth that does hurt. Know what I mean? But the lie of someone lying to you is more hurtful than someone telling you the real truth about anything, people. Not just about this subject, but about anything. Know what I mean? Imagine that you want that person to help you, but they end up lying and finding out you was talking behind their back about something that you spoke about in private, and then you figure out that that person was just comforting lies and saying things that was not what you had the conversation on. Know what I mean? Like, say for instance, that's that new Jordan shoes. You told that person, yeah, it was good shoes, but you found out at the same conversation that you had with another friend that you both know, and you said that shoe was good. You said, no, that shoe was ugly, and she finds out, oh, well, that's not what she said to me. Like, let's just say that, for instance, isn't it?
Right? So it's
you lied
hurt
to that
speech.
person.
And,
So
and do I engage in hurt speech?
Yes.
Yes. Do people get their feelings hurt?
Yes.
You hurt a lot of people's
But I am not
feelings,
engaging in
Candace.
hate speech. I don't believe hate speech exists.
There's no such thing as hate speech?
No.
This is counsel culture. It's all about counseling, not canceling. I hear y'all in the comments. Let's see if we can get some counsel with the one and only Candace Owens. Is there any line, because a lot of what you say has been deemed as hate speech. How do you determine when you say things very forcefully, sometimes aggressively, sometimes unapologetically, how do you say that's not hate speech? Even because you can still speak truth and be hateful.
Just because you hate it doesn't make it hateful. Okay? That's what people should know. Just because you hate it doesn't mean it's hateful. Okay?
That's a bar, but that's you.
I should have been a rapper.
you spun
But
it a
that's
little
the truth.
bit.
That is the truth.
But no, but like
Candace Owens rapping, yeah?
It's
Need some more
you can-
bars.
So what would be
people
your
can
Need
hate
the
definition
actual
of
anything.
hate
track
speech?
I don't
from
believe hate speech exists.
There's no such thing as hate speech?
No. Just because I am saying that
We know there's a lot of hateful things that
you
one
can
could
say something
about.
hateful.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's hate speech.
But it's not hate speech.
Okay, so let's remove that term. To say things that people think some of the stuff you say is hateful, that it's filled with hate, even though you are only saying it to be the truth. Do you not? Is it there not?
Okay.
A
Can you give
barometer
me
for
an example?
yourself?
He's trying to say, is there like a thin line, basically, in it, between this and that? Probably it's the way people are too upfront with it that sounds like it's hateful. The way you speak about that particular topic or that thing or the conversation that you speak about can be either tone, the way someone has said it, the delivery in the way they said it, and just the way you it's just about delivery, basically, innit? Basically, I think that's what he's trying to allude to.
Of a truth that is in fact hateful, that we can all agree
There's
upon.
some ugly people on this planet,
Oh yeah, that's for real.
and if I call somebody ugly, that's hurtful.
It's hurtful.
And therefore,
Okay.
hurt there's hate in that.
Hate and hurt are two different things. We should separate those, right? So
Okay,
that would
so
be,
then let's go to
that would be,
hurtful.
I
Yeah,
think,
because no one hates ugly people.
yeah, I'm not like, oh, I hate this person, like, whatever. And I wouldn't go up to a person, by the way, people are attracted to different things. It's
Yeah,
at a different
don't say
time.
that's
Yeah, like that,
subjective.
that you could actually say,
Okay, so better example, because there's things that we hate, that we despise, that if we speak on it,
yeah, we definitely need to break down these terms and what actual words are.
It can,
because it does get lost in translation, doesn't it?
That's the thing. It can
hurt.
still hurt someone.
So you're talking about hurt speech.
And
that's what we should call it.
Maybe that's good.
It's hurt speech.
It's hurt.
So your feelings were hurt when I said that only women can give birth. That's hurt speech. Your feelings were hurt when I said the fat acceptance movement is unacceptable. That's hurt speech, right?
So you're not saying it's because you don't hate.
Actually, what you should hate is the lie that's making you think that there's glory in being clinically obese when in fact it's #1 killer in America. That's what you should hate. You should hate the lie. So the truth might hurt. Truth does in fact hurt. And I could have just jumped into Lizzo thing there. But, you know, the truth can in fact hurt, but it is not hateful, right? So it's hurt speech. And do I engage in hurt speech?
Yes.
Yes. Do people get their feelings hurt?
Yes.
Yes.
You hurt a lot of people.
But I am not engaging in hate speech because I don't hate a fat person. I want them to be better. I don't hate a person that is suffering from gender dysphoria. I want them to know you are suffering from a mental disorder and I want you to get better.
So what about all of the people that say that you're only doing all of this for your own personal gain? So you're operating in hurt that you get to benefit from. So therefore, and the same entities that you despise that are controlling media, that are, you know, making us do demonic and satanic things, you're in that same.
I don't think you can really that literally control people. People can control their own self. They have to control their own self. It's like you can't force someone to do something. No, you reacted in that way to make you do that thing, innit? Like, I can tell someone to do this, do that, but like, it's up to them if they make themselves do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Vote because you're profiting off of hurting others.
Wow. So 2 things I would say. The first thing is we just 10 minutes ago talked about how my whole life got blown up because I said some hurt speech, I guess,
right.
about Palestinian children, and people got upset about that because it was a sensitive time. But I continue to say it because it's true. The same can be said for when I was speaking against Black Lives Matter. The money was not in speaking against Black Lives Matter, okay?
Right.
They were giving money out by the millions and billions for people that would just say the thing. So if I'm trying to make money, I'm really going through a painful process to do it, okay? Because the easier thing for me to be would be a puppet. Like I said, they would have me on the cover of every magazine if I would just say, you know, fat women are beautiful, and like, you know, I don't know, I guess genocide is sometimes okay because people were really upset when I said genocide is always wrong. If I said Black Lives Matter is amazing and everyone should go out and burn down the neighborhoods because justice and we need reparations, they would put me everywhere. Instead, like I said on Power 105, no one would have me on their show for years, other than you, who extended, and we just never were able to make it happen. I was boxed out for that. You don't make money. The easier way to make money, I've made money. The easier way to make money would have been to just go along with culture.
But I'm just talking about outside looking in. That again, because I think the point in which I was making is that you have a strong voice, you're very powerful and influential, and you're not.
I do agree people have voices, and yeah, they could, but it's the people who you look up to. Why do you look up to those people? Some people just identify with that sort of person who they look up to and the message that relates to them. I get it that, yeah, you're a big someone now and your audience are looking at you because you're a big person in that media space, and that's cool. But I think people still need to think for themselves.
Sending out pleasantries every day.
Yeah, well,
you're saying something like and it looks like, whether it's financial, whether it's egotistical, it looks like you're doing it for your. And I'm not saying I personally believe this, but for the ones that can say you're doing this for your own personal gain, and you're hurting so many people in the process.
No, I'm doing it for his gain.
So you're doing this for Jesus.
I'm telling you right now, you gain personally when you get right with God. I'm telling you. So yes, that is correct. I do have personal gain for speaking
So
the
what,
truth.
you
There is
trying to be in the front of the line in heaven?
I'm telling
what
you,
is, like,
there
what's
is, and it's amazing, and people don't realize it's so easy. Like, this book has so much wisdom. Just go read and live the Bible, and your whole world, and the confidence that I think, and which frustrates a lot of people, that it is within me. Genuinely, it's because I'm saying the truth. It's so easy. It's so easy, and yet people have complicated it so much.
So is the goal to get more people to believe what you believe?
No, my goal is for people to recognize that there is objective truth, that there are spiritual forces at play, that there are spiritual forces operating on them every single day, and the only way that they are going to be able to get over that evil, to fight that evil, right, is to recognize that evil is happening, and that evil begins with a lie, okay? A lie.
Yeah, because when you lie, people tell you why you're lying for, innit? How could you lie to me? It's like a betrayal, innit? Like that's what they tell you, people. Do you know what I'm saying? You betrayed me by lying to me. It's like, I get what she's trying to say right there.
Not accept lies in your life.
Betrayed.
You should not accept lies. You should not tell lies. You should not accept lies. You should always pursue the truth. And as an indication, whoever the media hates is likely probably trying to tell you some truth, as a rule.
So what about the people that say Candace Owens is living a lie?
Living a lie how?
Because the things that you believe, they don't believe are true.
You know, of all the things I've ever been accused of, being a liar has not been one of them. In the media, they'll call me a self-hating, but they call me everything. They never call me a liar.
They call you a self-hating black woman?
Yeah, that was as soon as I hit the scene. Self-hating black person. How could you not be supporting BLM? They've called me a black, white supremacist. Let me just, I've caught these things like Pokemon balls. I can show you I could tell you which level Pokemon I caught. I've been called a self-hating black person. I've been called the first black white supremacist. I've been called a homophobe. You saw Don try to ask me the other night. I've been called a transphobe. I've been called anti-Semitic. I've been called a Holocaust denier.
Why do you think?
Boy, she's been through it all, innit? She's been through it all, people, man. She's definitely been through it all, innit?
You've been called all these things.
That's
because
crazy.
There's something I've said that was hurt speech to each person. I don't know. If
I hurt somebody,
yeah, like, you know,
it
changes. So it's like when I first got into the media space, so to speak, I was saying a lot of stuff about Black Lives Matter. So that's when I earned my Pokemon ball of being a self-hating black person. As I got a little bit further, everyone was on this like trans stuff, and women came out. I was like, no, they can't. So that's when I earned my transphobe dragon. You know, Don Lemon asked me a question about whether or not I believe he's sinning. I guess I again earned the homophobe Pokemon ball. I went back at Rabbi Shmuley. How dare you have the audacity to go back at a rabbi, because he's filthy. He's a disgusting man. It's not because he's Jewish, it's because of his behavior. And I'm not going to apologize for calling him absolute filth, because he's considered a powerful rabbi. Okay? A powerful rabbi is...
Yeah, yo, I noticed one thing, people literally despise her, innit? I can tell people literally despise this woman, like, yeah, man. Nah. Whether you think it's like she's lying or not telling the truth or not, like, yo, she's got some real haters behind her, man. Like, real talk, people. Yeah, man, she got some haters for real. Hey, people, man, I need to quickly go to the toilet, but I'm gonna let her play for a little bit, yeah.
A liar. He is disgusting, and he has a weird relationship and runs a sex shop with his daughter. So I called him what he was, filth. And guess what I got earned for that? Anti-Semitic. Okay, great. Love this new ball. This is great. Throw it into my collection. Did I lie?
So you get to live with a different level of freedom than most, because you don't care how you make other people feel.
I just care if what I say is true. If I hurt somebody telling a lie, I would feel really? Badly. Yeah. If I said something that wasn't true, and I would feel badly.
But a lot of your truth is your opinion.
It's not an opinion, what I'm saying. If it was just an opinion, people wouldn't be so upset.
Yeah.
People have a tricky relationship with the truth. It's hard.
That's the gray area, because people can say everything that you believe, that you based your life on, everything that your granddad taught you, this whole doctrine of Christianity is a lie.
And now we are back at, I guess, give me an example of something that I have said in the public sphere that people have reacted to that was a lie, or an opinion, rather.
They react to everything you say.
That's a fact.
Advice. What are you an expert on that you can give advice to?
So about that, people, man. You know when you can't hold it, you got to go.
I have a lot of advice that I give. I do think the first thing is that you need to surround yourself with people that'll tell you the truth. That is the first thing.
That's true. Good people around you tell you the truth about yourself. You know what I mean? Real talk.
You cannot get ahead in life surrounding yourself with yes men. It doesn't work that way. Eventually a house of cards will fall down. The second thing that I would say is get out of textbooks and start learning real history. And I would start with the history of your government as the first step. Start with declassified CIA documents because it will help you understand things better. And it will give you a healthier relationship with the media. If you are agreeing with the media, find yourself going, yeah, something's wrong. And I think the last thing and the most important thing
Basically, she's trying to say, don't be a yes person.
that I would say is we are in the midst of a war that has been going on. The spiritual battle has been going on since the dawn of humanity. It is a battle. It's not Trump they want. It's always been Christ. And the further you get into history, learn about why the Bible disappeared from classrooms, learn about what Tucker Carlson was talking about why it is that post-World War II, suddenly nobody had faith in the West, and you will realize that that is by design. And so the only weapon that you can fashion against that is the Bible. Like you need to be compelled by faith, because otherwise you're bringing a figurative sword to a gunfight.
Does Candace Owens have any insecurities?
You know what? I shared one with you offline, and I always get nervous about potentially ever having food in my teeth when I do an interview.
That's the only thing that you're insecure about?
So I check my teeth before every interview. But
Have you always had this level of confidence?
Yes. I was a really annoying kid for my parents growing up. They say that. They say that I had, they had to, when I was a kid, close the door and laugh, because I would just be saying to them, Mommy, that doesn't make sense. 3 years old. That doesn't make sense, Mommy. Daddy, that doesn't make sense. And so I was always questioning
everything. Arbitrary
authority. I needed to, you can explain it to me, but you can't just do the whole, because I said so. That never worked with me. I think I was probably precocious when I was a kid. And I always had the confidence to be myself. So I was never going with the crowd,
Does Candace Owens struggle with mental health ever?
No.
You've never had any struggles with mental health?
Well, not never. I mean, I was a teenage girl once. Oh. You know what I mean? Make it out of being a teenage girl without...
as much pressure that you're faced with every day. Mm-hmm. And even, I can't even see how you do just the postpartum of it all, of I feel like you just dropped 3 kids and kept moving. You never missed a beat.
I don't believe in the diagnosis of it. I have moments. And I think, I can think of one moment where I was...
Yeah, I think everyone has a little bit of down and up days. It's just about being human, you know what I mean? Everyone goes through experiences, emotion, bad, good days, year in, year out. It's about being a human, isn't it? Going through all them type of experiences and emotions and traumatic things, isn't it? But it's how you deal with it, really, to tell you the truth.
I physically remember being in the shower and just being like, please, God, I just need a break right now. And it was when the whole stuff was going on with Kanye and the White Lives Matter shirts, because I was postpartum. Mm-hmm. And it was all just kind of happening at once. I had just gotten back to work, and my schedule was 5 days a week. And then we wore the White Lives Matter shirt. And then right after, Kanye kind of went on his tour speaking about Jewish power. And so they were necessarily putting pressure on me to speak out against him. And I didn't do it because I'm not a buck that can be broken, and I don't let the media determine how I deal with my friends. Mm-hmm. But it was also, women that have kids know this, you go through this period of postpartum shedding where all your hair falls out. And it was the pressure of all of that happening, feeling like there was going to be a whole threat to my whole life because I was refusing to be broken in this way. And then I just remember standing in the shower and I had the postpartum shed. And I just remember holding my hair, just being like, I just can't take anymore. I just need a break.
Really?
And yeah.
So how'd you get better?
You always go through it. Don't think of it as a diagnosis. It's a moment. And, you're a human. That's another thing. They always try to diagnose everything.
Well,
It's like, they're trying to diagnose sadness now. You need a pill. Are you sad? That's a human emotion, guys. Yeah. You go through periods of sadness and happiness and elation and frustration. And they're now trying to make you think there's something wrong with you if you don't, feel this way the whole time. You're tired. Sometimes you just wake up, and I don't know, maybe your iron's off, and you're like, I just feel a little sad today,
Right.
But that's normal.
It's a chemical imbalance.
Yeah, they're like, you need a pill, and then it's just...
There you go, people, man. Let me know what you think about this clip right here. Get me into more other clips.